Welcome to Family Style, a show about family, entrepreneurship, growth, making this money, and all things healing and walking this journey of life together. Welcome to our family, Family Style.
Welcome back to Family Style. I am Shay, here with my lovely fam. To my left, I have my husband, Guy Wood, my beautiful sis, Ashley Muhammad, and my big bro, Kels Barnett. So we are here, and the topic is Get Out of My Business. We are talking about how either advice could be advice or overstepping. So I know we got a lot to say here. We already had a little rumblings behind the scenes about when is advice good or when is it overstepping.
It was.
Oh, he jumped right in.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Jumped right.
Because I'm thinking about it. As black people, we give somebody advice and be like, but what do I know? so in case
that's my favorite.
In case the advice fuck their life up.
But don't listen to me.
A disclaimer.
But don't listen to me. You talk to them for 2 hours, but don't listen to me.
Yeah.
So what I've learned to do as far as advice is I try not to be judgmental, and you tell people shit in a way where it's digestible for them. And as a friend, I try to let them know, regardless of what you choose, I'm going to be there for you. But this is what I think you should do. But as I get older, what I realize is I don't give advice unless you ask for advice.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of what it is. A friend of mine just got out of a bad relationship. And I was like, yeah, I always thought that motherfucker was whack. She's like, why you tell me that? I'm like, B, like, why you in it? I can't say nothing. You got to step away. And then I got to be like, yo, B, like, that wasn't,
right.
Come on, you know that you was playing yourself.
So I don't like to give unsolicited advice either.
There you go.
But what I do is, I got it ready. Because when you come, I'm hot.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I don't necessarily give unsolicited advice, but I'm always the one that I don't ever want to be the one to tell people I told you so, but I always be thinking it. So
I hate I told you so people.
I know. I'm not that, but in my mind I be like, see, if you would have listened. But the second you ask for something, it's on and popping.
Yo, I love when somebody be like, yo, let me ask you something. I'm like, you come on. Like, yeah, you can. They're like, do you think I'm like this? And again, as I get older, I'm realizing people are okay with, what do you think about me in relationships? I'm like, yo, I kind of think you're judgmental and I kind of think you belittle people and you talk down to people. They're like, yo, I never knew that. I love it when people ask that, but I'll never out of nowhere be like, yo, you belittle people, because that's kind of weird and rude to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's the intent versus what you think people think of you. It's like sometimes the intent is not the perception. But I always tell people, even when you look at yourself, there are 3 sides of you that you don't see that I see.
Right.
Just physically. You will never see your whole body like I see it. So I see things very differently if I'm not the person that's doing it. And so you have to ask for that.
Yo, somebody ever tell you some shit about yourself and you like, me? Yeah, motherfucker. You like, damn. You like, I never knew that.
All the time.
You be like, yo.
Guys, like, what are you talking about?
For me? No, I'm perfect.
Yo, the way we view ourselves is so crazy to the truth that when you hear it, you be like, no way. And you ask somebody else, they be like, yeah. You be like, what reality was I living in?
Time out.
Me? You bugging.
Yo, my opinion on it is I don't think people really want advice. People want you to agree with their bullshit.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And so I'm the wrong person to kind of jump into this conversation because niggas do not want my fucking advice.
Right.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. If I feel close enough to a person to give them the advice, that means I love them, right?
Right.
So once we take the barrier down that I love you, no matter anything that I'm saying, I'm only saying it to you because I love you in spite of whatever is going on,
But
right?
you do have the extra passion.
No,
Ashley.
of course, and you're right, absolutely. But it's because of the love. It's because of the love that I have for the person. But I'm aware, right, about that. Like, so that's like a thing that people will tell me that I absolutely get that it's my tone. It's not what I'm saying. It's the delivery and how it comes off, right? But what I do want to say is that, right, like, outside of all of that, because anybody that knows me knows that I'm a passionate person, right? So I feel like if you think that I'm saying these things out of malice, then that really is more a you thing than a me thing. Because if I'm starting this off with, you know that I love you, I'm been there for you, I'm 3, 4, 5 niggas down, I'm still in the trenches with you, helping you figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying like this, you're a bozo. It's not that. It's that maybe I don't necessarily agree with your decision making,
Right.
but I love you still and all, and I want to help you get to the other side of this, right? But I am aware that tone absolutely plays a part, but I don't think people want advice. People want people to go along with the bullshit that they allow in their
Right.
life and just stick by them and be a friend and be like, oh, and because people like that people mind their business. Oh, no, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I don't care.
Right.
And I just am a part of the passionate, that comes with me is because I love you. Why on earth would I just allow everybody else around you not saying nothing because
Right.
they like, well, I don't care, but I care enough to say something. And then I'm the bad guy. So I'm the bad guy.
You said something. You said something smart that I think is very difficult for people to understand. When you said, "I love you in spite of," and when you guys get married, that's in the vows. Like I
Absolutely.
love you in spite of yourself.
Absolutely.
Most of our problems are created by ourselves. Most people self-sabotage their own happiness. But then, to something else you said, we usually surround ourselves with people who agree with whatever chaotic world that we've built for ourselves.
Yep.
And we all have yes men in our life, whether we choose to define them as yes men or not. Traditionally, most people are surrounded with people that like the same things that they like, the same values, the same integrity, that usually raise the same. It's very rare to really meet a true diverse group of friends where only in the movies was like, you did something wrong. Okay, let's go get pizza. In real life, it's like, what you mean?
Yeah,
you don't agree with what I said.
1000%.
Bitch, fuck you and your birthday. Nobody's friends no more.
Because now, sadly, we've gotten to the place where we can't just disagree,
Right.
and move on, right? If you want to stay with that bum ass man, right? And I'm saying I don't think that you should, right? As a friend, because I see what it's doing to you wholly as a person, right? You're not even yourself anymore because of everything that you're losing through this relationship. Now you got to cut me off as a friend because you go home and he like, yeah, that bitch don't really care about your happiness. And another friend you got, another friend you might have that's in another bullshit relationship is cool with the same thing. And so now all of a sudden, now you got to cut me off, right? So when you don't agree with somebody and you can't say like, we can agree to disagree. But now question, do you think you can have boundaries on a friendship or like a relationship and saying, I get it that you want to stay in that abusive relationship. Let's just say air quotes, right? I get it that you want to stay there. But because I love you as a person, I can't hear about it anymore. So that part of your life, please just don't. And not to say that don't tell me, but I can't. It affects me when I know these things.
I see. I don't feel like you have to censor people. I've known that people are going to make mistakes. So I want my friends to be who they are. I don't want them to change for me.
But is it a mistake or is that a choice?
Sometimes it is a choice, but I've seen people get ready to go to the circus.
Right.
And if you want to go be a bozo, I might watch the circus, but I'm not joining the circus.
Right.
But our conversation is, I'm going to tell you, I don't think this is the best choice for you, but I love you.
Right.
And so I can listen to the stuff that's going on at the circus, and I'm going to tell you, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be, crazy town.
Damn.
Yeah,
Let me interject.
Okay.
I mind my business.
Yeah.
To a degree.
No, I mind my business. If you gonna crash out, do what the fuck you want to do. If you gonna stay,
that's because you're a man.
You gonna go.
He's non-confrontational.
I'm non-confrontational. Yo, kumbaya, let's all get along. Could we just hug it out? I really, and I know people are who they are. They're not gonna change. We have a certain age. Once you are a certain age, you don't think anything's wrong with you.
Right.
That's
I might see faults in you. You might see faults in me. But can I deal with you?
Right.
Do I know you sensitive? Do I know you this? Do I know you that? I know that. I don't expect you to change.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't expect much from people. People
You
are
have low expectations.
low expectations. I just try to keep my circle small and try to keep the group together. But sometimes people don't mesh and they don't fuck with each other. I understand it. But I love everybody. I love you for who you are.
Yep.
I don't ask you to change. I don't ask you to change. And that's just the way it is. I realize people are who they are.
Yeah.
Ashley's passionate. I know she's passionate. Anytime she go passionate, I get small. Let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta let her cook.
There's no space in here for me. There's no space in here.
And you just got to know your friends.
You got to know your people, and you have to know, like you said something.
But Ash will tell you, don't say that because that hurts me. So I don't say it.
Right. But even as a friend, you have to know your people's sensitivity level. So to a degree, I mind my business also because, you know.
As a man, I'm telling you.
I know women like that.
No, women are, but I think that's more of a man's trait because women be more invested. We are invested in our friends' relationship.
I'm a little bit masculine.
There was times I would be down bad. I would be like sad and like I would be in my own house and nothing is wrong in my house. Like everything over here is cool. But I would literally be like mopey because of what something else that my friend is going through.
Same way.
You understand? So it's very hard for me to not feel.
So what you're saying is not necessarily a man thing, and I'm the same way. Like if my friend loses a job, if they lose a loved one, if they're going through a breakup, I feel that. Like right now, I have a friend who's looking for an apartment and she can't get it. I feel it. Like every day, I want to be like yo, like a nag, but I feel all of that. What I say, my business is, you know, human adults are so children to me are the only people who tell the truth about their feelings, right? An adult will be going through something across the street, come to you and bring it to you, and you have nothing to do with that day. When a child says they don't like somebody, I listen to that. When adults say they don't like somebody, it's something else going on. Like if the police pull me over, if I'm about to go out, right? I'm dressed up, I'm fly, smell good. They pull me over and it's a bad interaction. I'm turning around and going home. I already know I'm not good for the function. Right? If I go to the function, somebody bump me, now I punch that guy in the face. Right. I'm not mad at him. Right. I'm mad at what happened. See, adults, we carry our feelings far off to something that has nothing to do with each other. So when someone is going through something, and I have friends that be like, yo, B, you let people off too easy in a revolving door, and I get that. But now, as I get older, I'm getting boundaries. But I understand that as adults, we go through things, and when somebody brings it to me, it necessarily has nothing to do with me. So that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I mind my business because, like, I just had a situation where the person called and apologized to me because I know when I'm wrong, and it takes a lot to get me mad. And I know for a fact when I am mad, you did something that I didn't like, and I'm just like you, and I do like that you do that. I'll straight up tell somebody, yo, what you said to me yesterday hurt me. But people are not used to that. Because we're used to people not, like, you that honest with your feelings. People used to people, like, getting over it. And by time I told you, yo, what you said to me yesterday upset me, I'm over it. I'm just telling you that what you said to me upset me. So when I'm on my business, I realize that I'm dealing with someone on my emotional, intelligent level. And it's not saying that they're stupid, they're dumb, something is wrong with them. Some people are just not okay with their fit. I don't believe in the word vulnerability. I'll straight up cry in front of someone. I'll straight break down. I won't crash out, but I'll do all of those emotional things because I'm very confident within myself. But do you realize the power that you have when you tell somebody, yo, what you did to me upset me. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. You're not my friend no more. That was wild. But people are not used to it.
No, they're not. It's so like telling somebody you love them.
It's the exact same thing.
When I leave somebody, I say, yo, I love you, King. And they be like...
They be so thrown off.
They be like, oh, yeah, me too. They don't even know what to say.
Know how to respond.
Yeah, but the whole thing is I get what you're saying. You're in touch with your feelings. I don't know. Sometimes I just mask and bullshit. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I deal with so many emotions and so many things come at me every day, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta deflect. I can't let this shit come on. Because when I get home, like me and Shay sometimes we don't even speak because we did so much talking
I'm the same
in the course of the day, and it's not like we mad at each other.
Just tired.
You're just tired. You got to give people.
Yo, by the time most of us get home, we've exhausted our social battery. So, yo, I've sat in the driveway. I've sat on my porch, just quiet. I'm not mad. I'm not doing nothing.
Trying to reset.
My neighbor comes like, yo, I'm like, bro, I'm good. Like, I'm just...
because sometimes silence is what you need.
And it's me putting all of those pieces back together in my brain. Because you deal with people problems. Yo, some days I hear problems that I be like, yo, no normal this is not normal to hear someone... was violently hurt. A friend of mine just had a heart attack the other day. Like, and then that's a lot. Like, we deal with a lot. So when I get home, I need that quiet time to just reset and reconfigure my shit. Because because I love hearing people problems, and I'm glad that people tell me. But I'm like, yo, I gotta deal with that on my own and reconfigure that, and that's hard for me because like with Ashley, when my friends are going through something, I feel like I'm going through it. I'm okay with my shit being chaotic. I don't know why. My friends, I lost my pump. I'm like, damn, yo, what the fuck? What we gonna do? Like, I be so invested, and I don't know why that is.
Well, we talked about how we feel about other people. What about how other people have reacted to you? Has anybody ever kind of really overstepped, you feel like, their boundaries or advice and kind of came at you kind of crazy and it threw you off? Because we are all very confident people. And so I think for a lot of people, we are kind of the go-to person for other people's problems. But then how are people reacting to you?
You know, luckily, no, I've never had anyone overstep. But maybe it's because I'm not as sensitive as I think people think. No, luckily, because I could see there's been situations that I've gone through where I could see someone overstepping, but luckily it's never happened to me. I don't know if that I'm honest with my feelings, because most of the times I'll tell you my problems. I already know my own advice. Like I'm really just telling you
Know what you should do.
I'm really just venting. And most of us do. We already know what we got to do. Like somebody, if you in a relationship, somebody knock you upside the fucking.
You know you
got to leave.
Right. I do know my
1000%.
deficiencies.
Yeah.
So I
right.
don't
And so that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think the thing for me is never felt like an overstep because I'm very self-aware. Now, again, in the same vein of what we were saying before, the delivery I might not necessarily appreciate, but if there's a person that loves me and I know that person has my back 100%, it never feels like an overstep to me. I think probably the most intense advice that I've ever gotten, which would make sense from anyone, is probably from my husband, because he's literally like a mirror to me, right? And so he sees me in every different, he knows when I'm up, he knows when I'm down, he knows when I'm happy, he knows when I'm sad, he knows when I'm crashed out. Like, I mean, down to the point where he might be like, yeah, your hormones must be like, out of whack. Or no lie, he'd be like, you must be about to get your period, because there's no reason why you know what I'm saying?
He ever told you some shit that smoked you?
Well, absolutely.
Like, damn, I ain't feel it that way.
For sure, absolutely. But again, it's because I am the person that's experiencing the emotion. I don't get the backlash, right? He's getting the backlash from the emotion. So I can even when internally I'm like, damn, I'm like, all right, let me apologize to that nigga, because
so you about to get your period.
Yeah, no, work, like, for real. So I think for me it's just I'm able to.
That was deep.
I think I'm able to, because I'm very self-aware, it's nothing that I've ever heard from anybody that felt like off kilter. Now, you're not gonna lie on me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, now that's we not gonna go that far. Like,
that is a boundary. When you lying, I'm like, come on,
because, and you know something that Moose said that was so true. Like, once you have to lie, now you lost. Like, now for real, you're a loser.
Because you can't support that.
Because you cannot, now you can't even support a lie. So now you gotta run around and tell a bunch of other people a lie. You understand what I'm saying? For them to,
I hate when people try to build the Rico on me.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. No, that's exactly what they're doing.
The truth, I have no problem.
No problem with
1,000%.
But the Rico, I'm like, come on, B. Like,
1,000%. So that's the boundary for me. Just don't lie. But if you're gonna say something, or like, you know, that I did, or whatever the case may be, I'll own it and I'll say, you know what, you're right. That I did speak out of turn, or I shouldn't have said that. That what I did, you know what I mean? I should, and I will apologize. But if not, I just don't lie. That's my only.
I apologize for your lies on me.
1,000%.
Somebody tried to give me advice one time, and it was valid, but I was like, I'm not working on that right now. Because it was a problem for them. It wasn't a problem for me. I viewed that as something, a superpower of mine, but it was a problem for them. It wasn't a problem for me.
So sometimes Shay hit me like, yo, dude, I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
And I literally, it be on my list. I'm like,
but I've received that.
I'm nowhere there. I swear, everything, like you said, I'm very self-aware. I know what I have to do. I know my responsibilities, obligations. I know everything.
But see, I know you, and I take that as, I'm going to get to that.
Yep.
I wasn't even offended. I'm going to get to that.
No, I'm not
so
there yet.
He knows.
I straight up tell someone, and I don't forget anything. I have elephant memory. Now, I may forget to hit you back and tell you that I didn't forget, but I realize that most people are not used to dealing with people with my integrity and memory. I don't forget anything. I don't care if it take 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. I heard you. I'm like, oh, yes. And they be
Right.
like, oh.
I
Like,
got
no,
you.
I promise you.
I
I'll
do the
forget.
same thing.
I write everything down.
I
like,
say, oh, that's a Monday problem, and it's
that's what
it's
you
Friday.
always say, right?
Yeah, like that's a Monday
And people
problem.
try to hit you with. It was a IG video I seen earlier. The guy was like, your urgency is not my urgency. It doesn't mean that I don't care.
Your emergency is not mine.
Right. No, it doesn't mean I don't care.
It's not an emergency.
I think that we live in a real time world. Hey, Tuesday, can you drive me? But like, mommy is good for that. She'd be like, Tuesday, can you drive me? But it's Thursday. Like, can we talk about that maybe tomorrow? Like, I don't like the over planning. It gives me anxiety.
Right.
Because I got you, but I don't got you right now.
I'm perfect. I don't really have too much to say. People don't really tell me too much. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
This is so
that's
not true. So let me tell you.
oh,
one
here we
time,
go. Here we go.
But you always give me
listen to
advice,
what guy
though.
told me
I
one
know,
time.
but-
I don't talk a lot. I don't have much to say. I said, says the guy that has everything to say.
He said, wait, he said that about
he
you?
He said this about
About
himself.
Oh my God.
Why you feel like you don't talk a lot?
Because a lot of times, like me and Shay, we'll go back and forth. Shay might make a decision, and I might not agree with the decision, but I'm a type of person that it's already made.
Right.
So why even bring
Go
that
down that
energy?
road.
But I think that's
Down the
different
road.
from.
Yeah, that's
But-
very different.
But
That's like you saying you shy.
no. It's not that I'm shy. I have an opinion, but sometimes I hold my opinion to myself.
But that's also being a good leader. Because what I
Yeah.
realized,
I'm like, yo,
from growing up.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like not to cut you off, but it's like I'm non-confrontational. So if I say, yo, she said, well, I did this, I did that, I'll be like, damn, I wouldn't have did it that way, but
But you
instead-
riding with the
Because you
decision.
feel like
Yeah.
because you feel like what's the point?
Yeah,
But that's
no,
a good
but-
leader.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you don't argue that point because it's already done.
But that's different because
Yeah.
what happens is like we all know each other's not an idiot.
Right.
So if Shay does something I don't agree with, I know it's
Yeah.
not malicious.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
fuck it. Like that's
Yeah,
what we doing.
that's what we doing.
90% of the shit we do here is based on the leadership of someone else.
Yeah.
I don't think I wouldn't have did
Yeah.
it that way, but this is what we doing. But that's
Right.
different. You
Yeah.
It's just like what just happened.
right.
I saw it differently, but I didn't step on your toes.
Right,
That's
right,
your
right.
that's your situation. You
Right.
handle it and it worked out.
Right.
You understand me? So
Yeah.
But that's how we all are.
But that's what I'm trying to explain.
Right.
Sometimes my opinion I hold to myself.
But sometimes the decision that's made is not even the best decision that I want, but it's just a decision that had to be made.
I tell
Right,
Exactly.
I tell that
Exactly.
to my mother
And so
all
you
the time.
feel like jumping in there, like or
Yeah.
going
It's
making-
now
it's
having a
chaotic.
back and forth. It's
Yeah,
for no
it's
reason.
for no reason.
Right.
But most people are okay with that chaos.
Yeah.
Right.
They like,
But
it's
see-
already done.
Yeah, but
They're like, I wouldn't have did it that way.
Yeah.
But it's done.
Done.
Why are we
Right.
talking
So why
about
are we arguing?
Yeah.
Let's move
Right.
on to the next.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the only
situation.
thing that now I could give is some advice. Well, next time,
Let's not do it.
if a situation like this happens, just if say
Yeah.
it's an instant thing you got on the phone, just say, "Can you give me 2 minutes? Let me make a phone call and I'll call you right
Exactly.
back." Or
That's
something like that.
like what me and Ash are saying. That when I tell someone what you said to me, that if I didn't like it, I don't want
Yeah.
to change it.
Right.
It already happened.
Right.
I'm in real time. I'm just saying, hey, the next time this
Yeah, that
happens,
offended me.
let's not do that.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Most people
Right.
are not used to that. They're like, what
Yeah.
you mean? I'm like,
Right.
Yeah,
wow,
there's nothing
now we
wrong with that.
arguing about something that happened
But what
yesterday.
I realized as an older person, you younger people are very in tune with your feelings.
Yes.
Right.
Very sensitive.
Yeah. Us old people, we wasn't.
No.
That's a sign of weakness.
Right.
So you couldn't.
And it's
couldn't
funny 'cause
cry.
our generation
When
is a
you
sign of
saying I could
strength.
cry and all that, nah, it
Yeah.
took a long time for me to cry in front of Shay. You know what I'm saying? It got to really be something, because at the end of the day, you got to be strong. You got to be tough. You got to fight
Right.
all the way through. You
Right.
can't ever be like whatever. I'd rather get silent than be confrontational. Because you know
Yeah.
sometimes you're upset, things are not going the way y'all planned. It's easy to start snapping at each other.
Each
Yeah.
other for
Right.
sure.
But
And bringing up other stuff that's
yeah,
unrelated.
That's unrelated.
Yeah.
So I've learned to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Right.
Pick your battles is not. You don't have to win. You don't have to be right.
But the hardest thing about being a non-confrontational person, I realize in some situations where I step back from my normal self is, then if you deal with a conflict, what's funny is most confrontational people think they're non-confrontational,
Yeah.
but they're their non-confrontation is a confrontation.
Right.
And they I don't care. That's a
I'm all with the confrontation.
But see, I don't believe most conversations are confrontations.
And that's what I was going to get to. 1000%. I think that and that's what comes with emotional maturity. Because see, for me, like somebody, and of course I am no therapist, and I am no, you know what I mean? I don't ever claim to be. But if you and I were having a conversation, and actually I've told you this, right? Because you've said to me before something very similar, and I'll say, but you don't even realize that you not saying anything in those moments because you just don't have the words to say it in a proper way. Now you rage the war within yourself.
Yeah.
So now you go 5, 6, 7 decisions not saying nothing. That 8th decision, you blowing up.
He's a tornado.
1,000, and now everybody's around is like, what happened? Like, you know what I mean? Like, wait,
so
over a zipper? And then you like, it's not about that. It was the interface, and it was this, it was that. And they looking
now
like
he's an accountant.
You
Talking about all the
exactly.
Other stuff.
And now everybody else is so confused because they're like, wait a second.
Eventually, you're gonna have to deal with whatever you're avoiding.
You'd rather have 1 time than 8.
Than 8. But what happens is
the people rather have 8.
Then the 8th time is the once it's 8th is huge.
Right.
You understand? Instead of these little small things that could have just gotten
something so simple.
Simple.
Maybe I'm not perfect. Cause I damn sure do that. I know the niggas at the office is like, the motherfucker crazy.
Spanish
He
subtitles
fired me 3 times in 1 week.
Right.
So it's fun. People like, I'm not confrontational.
1000%.
It's going. You can't avoid anything in life.
Right.
And that's
anything.
I love that I am the person with a lot of my friends that have gotten them now like comfortable with having hard conversations.
That is
because
so
many people would hate to have like hard conversations or difficult conversations.
Not even a hard conversation.
But
conversation.
But you know what? It's a regular conversation to you and I.
Right.
But anything that could make somebody internally uncomfortable is an uncomfortable conversation.
But
for me, I would rather have the outward, the back and forth, because a lot of times, a lot of that stuff is in our head. We make up these whole long scenarios in our head that aren't even real, that do not even exist. So I would rather us have
and then we recruit people for the RICO.
1000%. So I'd rather have that uncomfortable back and forth so that now internally we don't feel uncomfortable in the space. You know what I mean? Or amongst a friend group or whatever it might
but there's
be.
a strength in you having the conversations. You know, you and I have spoken about this before.
Yeah.
And I was like, the whole thing is people live in very different lives. And so we're up here living like giraffes, and some people are here living like
like mice.
Some people living like mice. So the thing is that we see the world very differently.
Yep.
So you are trying to have conversations with other types of people, and sometimes you can't level the playing field. Like when people point at you, sometimes I always say, how many fingers are pointing back at you?
That's right.
And there's sometimes the balance and the dynamics in a conversation is not worth having
and
for
then
me.
What happens in life is we're all raised completely different.
I was going there next.
So what's crazy is what's confrontation to you is a conversation in my world. What's a conversation in my world is in your world. I'm always complaining. So it depends on how we were raised,
1000%.
who we surround ourselves with, what level of delusion we have, because we all have different levels of delusion. And some people integrity is just completely different from how they were raised. I was raised on let's solve our problems because a problem doesn't go away. Like if you're
just because you avoid it,
your foot is broken, you just gonna keep walking. No, let me go to the hospital. Some people I don't go to the hospital. Gonna tell me something else. So you're not gonna go get your foot fixed because you don't want them to tell you that your knee may be. So now everything's just gonna be fucked up because your body is not going to heal. Your mind is not going to heal unless you talk about it. Then you're gonna go through a vicious cycle with all these business and intimate and personal relationships are gonna completely crumble because you don't even want to say, hey, maybe I don't talk about my feelings.
Right.
So you avoid your feelings. And I've dealt with people, business and intimate and personal, that don't feel like their feelings are valid. So they don't, when you talking to them with integrity and love and clearness and transparency, to them, they don't even know what it means. So they don't want to hear none of it because they don't feel good about themselves. They don't like, I don't deserve love.
Right.
A lot of people, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve respect.
Deep.
Right. I deserve love and respect.
Right.
But you want to know something
Fuck
too?
that
A lot
feeling.
of times it's a lot easier for people to talk to. Say I have an issue at home, and I've gotten like so much better than this as like more and our relationship has grown. But like sometimes it would feel easier to talk about my problem with him to a friend of mine as opposed to just going to the person, because the person that I'm gonna speak to there's no bias there, right? So the person can just listen to it objectively. The hardest person is to talk to is the person that has the facts of the situation.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very easy for you to tell that person, he just snapped on me, right? He snapped on me. He just no way, not Moo, right?
Yeah.
And then, but if I go to Moo and like, you know what? Well, you just snapped on me.
That
And
he like,
hold on, bitch.
Nigga, no,
you ain't tell her
wrap
that
it
you
up.
cursed me
Right.
out the night before.
You knocked me upside my head the chair.
What else? Like that you cursed me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if you have that.
Here's the other part to that. Most people, regardless of how we view ourselves, we tell stories that benefits us.
Yes.
Oh,
You could tell the truth
but
and a
Wow.
lie at the
He
same
is the
time.
author of his own story.
Listen, I am
He's
the
a revisionist. So he's sitting here acting like he has nothing. He always has something
Yeah, let
to
me
say.
tell
And
you
you see,
something.
and you know
And you
why?
can tell all of the right points.
And
It's
you
just
know
the
one
points
thing?
that benefit me.
And that's one thing about, and I do realize that people do that, but I'm very good for, I got smart. I said, and I will say that.
Sassy.
I will say that. I'll say I said
But
what
most people don't.
Yeah, a lot of, and I understand that, but that's why for me, and even my friends will tell you, they'd be like, if Ashley she gonna say the shit that she did too in the story. She's not gonna say, you understand what I'm gonna say? Yes, and then I trip that bitch, and then she's like, I'm gonna tell a story. You know why? Because I'm not ashamed of who I am as a person. A lot of times people don't want another person to see that side of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they want to keep. They have an image to uphold. And I feel like,
Are you okay over here? I see you
I
squirming.
am the Spike Lee of my story.
Yes, he creates his own.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not what
I'm the
happened.
Tarantino of my shit.
And I'm
I
like,
never lose in my movie.
yeah, sometimes I'm like, that
What the
didn't happen
fuck
like
they
that.
talking
You
about?
changed the whole story in real
I am
time.
In real time. And
so
I'm
you
like,
real,
dude,
so you
I
changing
was
it back
there.
again. Now you back to perfect.
And a whole shit. Tuesday, February 3rd, you said.
Yeah.
Most
But I don't do that.
non-confrontational people are like that.
I don't do that
They
no.
hold
And he
everything,
thinks he's
and then when
not,
it come out,
he
it
is
be
very confrontational.
He is.
thinks he's non-confrontational.
Hey,
he don't like to talk about it in real time. But it's gonna come.
Hey.
I was like, you're not non-confrontational?
I don't argue
let me
with
ask you a question.
nobody.
Let
I
me
just
ask you a
cut
question.
you off.
Let me ask you a question. Are you okay with people giving you advice?
Oh no.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear shit from nobody. I don't bother nobody. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So I've given you advice before. You didn't listen?
Yeah, I listen to you because you right there. You right fucking
And
there
she
in
loud.
the car. She's loud. So I said, yes, you're right.
You mean passionate?
Yes,
Yes.
she's very passionate.
Thank you.
She's
Thank you.
passionate.
Before I get loud.
He will listen to the advice, but he will use
I
his
will
own
walk away
judgment
and
if
say,
he wants to.
But I'm not mad at that.
Right.
So I'm not mad at someone listening to advice. Again, we be like, B,
Yeah, I
but do
look
what you want to
straight in
do.
your face.
Yeah, there you go.
And buy 2 cars.
Why are you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because
That is
You having
super,
an
he does have,
internal car auction.
that is a
Yeah,
superpower
I
of
just
him. He could
turn it
ignore
off.
the
I
shit
just
out
look
of you.
right at you and you be talking to me and I say,
That is true. You are like that. I never thought
Yes,
about that. Yeah.
yes.
because my opinions, I don't fucking want to argue with nobody. Y'all are who y'all are. And I respect what y'all doing and what y'all say.
Right.
But fuck out of here.
But now you not being serious.
The
for real.
respect is that he will listen to you talk, but he won't necessarily implement.
He
the
implements
advice.
it. It's just
I was
done.
just about to say
It's-
that's not true because
it's
he
done in
told
a-
me
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
come back.
But
It's
he
done in a
come back.
slower way.
Yes.
Can we next step? What's
You
the next episode?
you said you was
No,
perfect, so we just trying to we making sure.
I am perfect.
Oh, okay.
He listens.
my
It's,
movie.
it's just done in
Why
a
you-
different sequence.
In my movie.
Okay, so let's leave Guy right where he is.
Right,
In
yes.
a delusional state.
More power
Yeah.
to you, Shay.
Yeah.
We will talk about this
Yeah.
later. So either
Yeah.
we're going to get out of our business, we're going to get in other people's business, but either way, we're going to do it together. So let's come together
With love.
with
With
love.
love.
Yes.
Family
with love.
style. So
Family
let's
style.
get one of these good drinks,
Right.
these HH Bespoke Spirit drink.
Right.
So let's I don't even know what to say.
Toasters.
Listen. Here's the thing, Shay. I got you, right?
Uh-oh.
Here's the thing, I got you.
Here we go.
Just don't listen. Whatever you do, don't listen to us.
Yeah, true.
Just don't listen to us.
Yeah, true.
Family style.
Family style.
Say, hey, do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you want to
Do what you want
do.
to do.
Fuck out of here.
What's going on?
What up, brother?
What's going on? You know, I'm
Clean.
cozy. Right.
Clean. Explain the fit, bro.
So, you know, I'm super cozy. Got the Birkenstocks, nice little cotton pants. Got the Be Iconic Glorias on, nice little knit shirt. It's out here, cozy. You know what I'm
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
Yo, comfortability.
Comfortability, right.
Comfortability is fly.
Right.
Definitely fly. Can go anywhere. Could be at the tennis match.
Right.
Could be at the cookout.
Hamptons.
Hamptons.
Lennox.
Lennox. Oh, shit.
From Harlem to the Hamptons.
Yes.
This is my Harlem to Hamptons look.
Okay. Well, goddamn, rate yourself.
Man, I'm giving it a 10 just because I got on these Be Iconic Glorias.
Yes. And the timepiece.
Right. Oh, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
a little light
Light
gold,
work.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You look beautiful,
Right,
King.
right.
I'm going to say, let me see, he gave himself a 10. And respectfully, I would have gave him a 10, but I'm going to give him a 12 for the confidence.
Right.
You see the confidence he radiates?
Right.
I know the women see it. Yes. My brother.
Yes,
Bless you,
yes,
King.
yes,
Always.
yes,
And
yes.
me, I got on a calm fit. This is some...
we cozy. That's
Yeah.
another Harlem to the Hamptons look.
Yeah, this is just... I think this might be Urban Outfitters, this shirt. And
Right.
these pants are Cause. And these sneakers are Misfit. They play off
right.
of... They're the ones that made the boot. The
Right.
red boot. The red boot. So this is a play off of Air Force One.
Right.
Everything is twisted.
Yeah.
So I just like different shit.
That's
Well,
what we all
bless
do.
you,
Right.
King.
Yes.
Bless you.
Yes.